one of the things that interested me, and you mentioned Zoom, the Zoom case before case, the issue of market share in digital services, for example, compared to the traditional concept of tax residence, which is where you are physically located. That's going to be a major issue. And I had a conversation with somebody from KPMG in Hong Kong, and he said that in China and in most of the Asian countries, market share is actually a dominant feature of their tax practice as opposed to physical location. Are we getting towards that there? And how do both of you think that's going to affect tax disputes? Because it seems to me that it's going to give rise to a lot of tax disputes where two countries are saying, I'm taxing on the basis of physical presence, and another is going to be saying, I tax on the basis of market share. Philip, what do you think about that?
Well, in terms of the OECD's proposals at the moment for Pillar 1, which is what you're talking about, how they're going to allocate amount A, an amount of the profits in excess of a normal return based upon the market, 2 points. Firstly, at least initially, the proposal is only aimed at the very largest multinationals, and the multinationals involved only in customer-facing activities. Their own estimates in their leaked blueprint suggest maybe 2,300 multinationals. So unless any of those 2,300 multinationals have representatives on the IBSA Zoom session today, I don't know that it's going to be particularly of interest to everyone. But what two things that flow from that. One of them is they are creating their own dispute resolution procedures for resolving the questions of allocation of market share. They recognize that these are going to be a very unique type of dispute. And so they've got the idea of two levels of panels, an initial panel and a sort of appellate panel, bringing together a number of competent authorities. It won't be separate judges. These will be tax administrations that will be present in a panel that will oversee this. The second comment is, though this proposal is intended initially to work only with the largest multinationals, what we see to an extent is mission creep. And whatever is introduced for them, and you mentioned the idea of in transfer pricing in China, of allocation of a greater profit to the market, because that provides the opportunity to sell goods, there's likely to be an effect for other businesses as well.
I think a question that I would like to ask here, a rhetorical question, is whether the BEPS project that has been started and come to a conclusion has, after all, been financially smart for the participating countries in this COVID-19 situation. The BEPS project, all trying to make sure that profits are being taxed there where value is added, has also resulted in, to a certain extent, the giving up of sovereignty by jurisdictions, by participating countries, which they now preferably would like to take back when looking at cuts in their tax revenues, and simply they cannot repair that because of this legislative proposals they have adopted following the BEPS project.